Greetings, Glitter Gang, and happy Thursday. Welcome back to Kathryn Scraps Live. My name is Kathryn, and today we are crafting in the Measy Spring Pock-Velope album, or the Medium Easy Spring Pocket Envelope album, whichever you want to call it. We are on the embellishing phase, which is after we've gone through and constructed everything and matted everything. We're going through and adding doodads to the pockets and embellishments and things. And so we've done the first 2 pages, and so we have the we have 4 more pages. Sorry, my brain was like, I'm not going to provide you with that word right now. So we have 4 more pages left, and then we just have to do the cover, and that'll finish this book up. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to look for some things that I might want to kind of tuck here and there and everywhere. And so I know that I do still want to use that somewhere somehow. And I also want to do something with this and with that. And maybe we'll try and find something for this bag. What? Okay. All right. Just jumping right in. All right. There we go. We got that figured out. Cute. Okay, so there we go. That's a good start. So we're embellishing page 2. All parts of this album are recorded and available in the archives and on YouTube. So if you want to see how anything was done, I'm going to just grab this bingo card as well. And just this little thing of balloons. But I'm going to leave this bag on my desk because it does have a lot of little small things that we may use elsewhere. All right, so what we're going to do with this is probably we're just going to tuck it in this pocket with this folder. So we won't do too much with the folder necessarily. In fact, we may just do something pretty simple. Okay. So we'll do that. Just like, I'm going to figure out a way to put that in there. Okay, so we've got that and that to go in the main pocket. Let's get those sorted out. And then we'll call the main pocket done and we'll start working on the flap pocket. This is one of the things I found while I was unpacking. So Maya Road, another very much blast from the past type of design. Okay, so this one we're gonna do that there, and then that there, and then that there, and then that, maybe like there. Okay, I'm going to start with the 99s. Well, first we need to ink everybody. Ah! Just jam my finger. Okay. Let's see, a lot has happened since we last spoke. So we've got quite a few things delivered for our office coffee bar this week. And we've got that all set up. So the only thing left to do over there is to hang the shelf that's going to hold everything. And then we still need to get some like decor kind of cutifying items. So, but, all right, so when I'm working on something like this where I'm layering a bunch of things, I like to kind of build from the back up when I can. And then the only question is where to put this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And I'm just putting glue on the bottom of the parentheses because I'm first going to stick them to the tag. So that I know that they're where I want them. So then when I go to place this on this, then, you know, we're in good shape. I know that I won't put it too far over where the parentheses will be going off the edge or anything like that, because I'll have them all together to place. Okay. And then I'm gonna tape the edges. So yeah, so the coffee area is getting close to being done. And so we had already had an inexpensive kind of espresso maker milk frother sort of thing. So we brought that in here, and then we also got this stuff to make pour over and tea. So there's a kettle, and we even found because our current water delivery company also does 3-gallon jugs. We found a countertop 3-gallon jug water dispenser, so we can also have a small jug of water out here for making the tea and the coffee and everything. So we got a floating wall shelf to put up above all of that, so that we can have store cups and things. So that's all here, and we even have Mr. Lifeguard got us a LED lighting strip to it, so we can attach it under the coffee shelf to illuminate like that area, kind of like Christmas lights. And we what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Oh, so we still need to get a countertop trash can for the grounds to have something to go in, because I don't want them in. My trash can is large and doesn't get emptied enough that I would want them in my trash can near my desk. So, that's okay. So then we just want to get something cute for that. And we want to get, like, I don't know, little signs or things, that sort of stuff. Okay, so now we have this decorated. Hi, Sandra. So now let's get this put together. Okay. Okay. So we've got that. That. That and that. So that's for inside the office. And then outside the house, I had one of those, one of those like BuzzFeed lists of like 27 household items on Amazon that you don't know how you lived without kind of things. popped up on Facebook as an ad or whatever, and in it I could see there was a shed. Like, and I thought maybe what we need to do is get a small shed that can fit on an area where we already have concrete, where we don't need to worry about a foundation. And then, so I'm just going to tear this like right here so it's not hanging off the edge anymore. Right here I'm not bothered by it because, you know, it's going to be on the thing, but this one will hang off the edge of the bag itself. Okay. And well, we're thinking a mug rack because the I found a hanging trash can. I think it's supposed to be a compost bin that you can hang from like a tower rail in your kitchen, but we thought we could get one of those and hang it on the rail, the mug rail. That's another option, you know. So for the trash can in there. But what with the trash can, cuteness is definitely going to win out. And then we also want to get a little dish carrier so that, you know, throughout the day people can put their mugs and stuff in there. I'm going to just take this out so that the bag is flat and I can burnish. And then at the end of the day, it can just be brought in, and whatever's in it can go in the dishwasher. And then the next morning it can be carried out, because the dishwasher gets run every night. It can be carried out the next day. Okay, so I kind of want this to go under the board, but I didn't, you know, prepare for that. So I'm just gonna cut it. There we go. So it looks like it's under the board. Perfect. And then we can just put this one down. So that'll be good. And then we recently got new silverware, and I kept the old silverware. Specifically, I kept it for camping, but we just brought all the spoons out today, and we have them in a mason jar for when people need to stir their cream or stir their brown sugar syrup, which is kind of what we're all obsessed with around here as a sweetener. And then because it's right next to the outdoor fridge, we're just keeping like milk and cream in the outdoor fridge. So, oh, we should get a cute dispenser for the brown sugar syrup. Okay, and now that's done. So we've got both of those done. Okay, so those are in there. So now let's open this up. And we have, you know, just the one photo mat in there now. So now we want to find other cards and such that can go in. Alright, so I don't see any cards in this little stack, so I'm just going to set that aside, but I think I might see some somewhere else. Let's keep looking. Okay. Oh, little paper clips. Let's leave these out. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Let's leave that out. All right. This is everyday and this good times. These are the correct size. So maybe. Just gonna pull a few of these that I think work with what we've already done. Okay. And then let's look and see if there are any. I really just want 4x6s, but they did mostly 3x4s in this collection. So I don't know if we're gonna get lucky. They didn't really. They're not in here. There's not what I want. Let's keep looking. How about you? Nope. Now we could do something with this. Is it too big? I think it's too big. Well, we are just striking out. Well, I may have to go to another bin and look for more stuff. I don't think we have enough inserts, which is kind of wild to think about. All right, let me go take a look. So we've got over here all right. So I think that's a pretty good selection. Okay. All right, here we go. So now we've got some better options for little things to tuck into pockets. Let's take a look at what we've got. All right, so if I want like a horizontal 4x6, Enjoy the Journey works quite well actually, because this has kind of got little vacation-y vibes. And then let's see, we've got Okay, and then let's see. All right. Okay, that's gonna work. So that's a pretty good little deck. Okay, so in here we've got this one. Let's go with Enjoy the Journey. So we need something to go on the back of Enjoy the Journey. And then that might be, ooh, or something like this. Okay, so I'm going to take this My Colorful Life and I'm going to cut it down to be slightly smaller than this, and we'll put it on the back. And so this is, I think this is 4x6. Yeah. So we'll cut this to 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. Actually, let's do 5.5 by 3.5. Okay, and then, yeah, that way we can see more of that green. And then I just need to round the corners, take the edge off. So I'm going to use just the 1/8 because it doesn't need to be extreme. So yeah, so back to the thing. So anyway, this list, one of the pictures was a small, very small shed. And so I clicked because of that. And we found a 6x4 shed. That's the walls are 6.5 feet tall. So it's not, you know, my brother-in-law may not be able to stand up in it, but pretty much everyone else in the house can. And so we went out, I showed it to Mr. Lifeguard, and we went out and we measured the corner by the back door that goes into the office. So it's the corner formed by, this is the kitchen wall of the house, and this is the office. Okay, and so there's a door here. And then there's a corner here, and there's a concrete pad. And the concrete pad extends all the way to the door that's on the back of the house here that goes into the kitchen that we don't use. And I said, what if we put it just in this corner, just temporarily, so that we have a shed, you know, we have a place to put all this lawn stuff, because right now it's sitting in that corner under a tarp. And let's just measure. So we measured, and that corner is 6.5 feet by 6.5 feet. Both the walls are 6.5 feet by 6.5 feet. So we were like, well, in that case, we can just get this, put it here, and all the stuff that's currently in a pile on the floor or on the ground under this tarp can all go in there, so we have a place for all the yard stuff outside that's not as sketchy as the current arrangement. And we think it'll be able to hold some additional things as well. And then maybe some of the stuff that's in the house, like we thought, stuff that like when you need it, but you don't need it like every day while you're going about your life. So we thought about like stuff you need to like wash your car, or stuff maybe to go camping, that kind of stuff thing. If we can get it really nicely, neatly organized in there, that would free up more space on those shelves on the inside, and then we can, you know, hopefully finish the last of the unpacking and get the inside totally set up. No more boxes. Because if we could do that, that would be great. All right. Okay, so we've got this and we've got this, and then this flips over to this. Okay, so I just want something, a third thing that's like not 4x6. We want it to be a different size, and I think I'm just gonna go with this, but I'm gonna round the corners. And then on top of that, Mr. Lifeguard and I did a bunch of research on mini splits, because the plan was to put a mini split in here to use instead of the old, what we have right now is called a P-TAC. I don't know what that stands for, so I can't tell you, but it's basically what we have is those large units that you see in hotels. That's the main use of them, is hotels. Usually they're under the window of the hotel, and they heat and cool the room, and they go through the wall. So, you know, the air intake is on the outside of the wall, and then the cooling is on the inside of the wall, and then what makes it go is inside the wall. So that's what we have in the garage conversion. And so, all right, I'm going to put these in the pocket. There we go. So now we've got that done. So now we just need to do whatever decorating we're going to do up here, if we're going to do decorating up here. I like the idea of something like this, like as a tag pull, but I don't necessarily want to sacrifice that whole piece. I'm just going to kind of look and see what, if anything, maybe jumps out at me. That I can use. What we need actually is something that we can stick on with one of our pieces that we found. Doesn't even have to be that big of a deal. Even maybe just sticking this ticket on there. All right. I don't think I like the black. It's a little too harsh. Let's try the green arrow. Is this two stuck together, or is this one huge? It looks, I think it's one huge one. I think they've doubled it up so that it will always look like an arrow or something. Oh, or is it so you can put it sideways? There we go. All right. All right, so I'm just going to call that done for that page. And then that'll be it for this video. So we'll go ahead and move on to the next one. So if you are watching this in the archives, just go ahead and click to the next video to see how the next page turns out. If you're watching this on YouTube, check the playlist for this project to see how it continues. And if the next video isn't there yet, just wait a day or two and it will be there. And then for those of you who are watching live, just hang tight because nothing's going to change for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.